Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Last time we left off when the people of Mecca had gathered money to rebuild the walls of the Kaaba. But there was one big problem. Who would have the courage to demolish the old wall to rebuild the Kaaba? The people of Mecca refused to demolish the wall because they were afraid. No one had the courage to take such a great action. Until one man stepped forward. Al-Walid ibn al-Mughira. He took his axe and said, I will demolish the wall and rebuild it. So Al-Walid went to the Kaaba and started demolishing the wall. But after a while, he got tired from breaking the stones and asked the people of Mecca for help. But they all refused. They were still uncertain, worried that something bad might happen to Al-Walid, just like what happened to Abraha. They said to him, come back tomorrow, and if nothing happens to you, we will help you. But if something happens, we will not help you. The next day, Al-Walid came back, but this time he didn't come alone. He brought all his children with him. Each one was holding an axe, ready to help his father. When the people of Mecca saw this, they were relieved, because nothing had happened to Al-Walid. So they decided to join him. The people of Mecca began demolishing the wall together. While working, they made supplications to Allah, saying, O Allah, we are not demolishing this wall for any evil purpose, but we are doing it to rebuild the Kaaba and bring good. While they were demolishing the wall, they found something amazing. The stones at the very bottom of the wall looked different from the others. They were green and arranged carefully next to each other. One of the men decided to dig under the stone. And when he moved it, something incredible happened. A bright light came out from the stone, so bright that it almost hurt his eyes. When the people saw this, they said, we shouldn't dig any further. Let's just build above this stone. So they began rebuilding the Kaaba. But the money they had gathered wasn't enough. It was very little. They couldn't rebuild the Kaaba exactly the way it was before. So they decided to build only one door for the Kaaba instead of the two doors it had before. And that's the shape of the Kaaba we see today. But there was still one big problem. Who would place the black stone in its place? All the leaders of Mecca wanted to have the honor of placing the black stone because it was the most important stone in the Kaaba. It came from the sky and was given to Prophet Ibrahim when he was building the Kaaba. It also marks the start of the tawaf around the Kaaba. This caused a huge argument between the tribes of Mecca. Every tribe wanted to place the stones themselves, and this led to fights and conflicts. The fighting escalated so much that it seemed it could turn into a real battle. Then a wise man from Quraysh tribe had an idea. He said, let's do something simple. The first person who enters will decide what to do, and we will follow his decision. Can you guess who was the first person to enter? It was none other than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When the people saw him, they were overjoyed. They all said, the honest, the trustworthy, we accept his decision. They knew that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the most honest and trustworthy person, and whatever decision he made would make everyone happy. All the people of Mecca were eagerly waiting to hear what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would decide. What do you think he will do? How will he solve this problem? Stay tuned for the next episode of Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
صلوا عليه أفضل صلاة، صلوا ويزيد الشوق صلة لحبيبي غيرك السلام، والمولى بيزيد الصلاة.